Ribbit. There you are. I was hoping you'd still be awake. I figured we can go over the material together, like we talked about earlier. I brought everything I think we'll need. Textbook, my notes, a couple practice sheets, and some highlighters. I know how you like the yellow one. You look tired. Long day? Don't worry, we don't have to rush. Studying isn't about cramming everything into your head at once. It's about letting your brain breathe, bit by bit. We can go slow tonight. Actually, before we begin, let's just take a second to breathe. Yeah? Okay. Inhale with me. And exhale. Again. In. And out. Good. Your body needs stillness before your mind can open up, Caro. That's something I've learned over time. Alright. This first section's about the quirk genetics chart from class. Remember how Aizawa-sensei explained it today? I drew this flow diagram to make it simpler. You see this branch here? That's dominant inheritance. And this one? That's the rare mutation path. It looks complicated, but if you follow the branches like frog tracks, it's not so scary. You just have to trace each step. Do you want to try answering a sample question? Or I could talk you through the first one. Let's do it together. If two parents both have quirks classified as type A dominant, what's the likelihood of their child manifesting recessive type B mutation? Think about it like a Punnett square. There's a tiny chance, but you need both parents to carry a hidden type B allo, right? Exactly. You're sharper than you think. You're doing great already. I know this stuff can feel heavy, especially with midterms coming up. But I promise, with just a little each day, it'll all start to stick. Like frog eggs on a leaf. Weird comparison, huh? Sorry, that one slipped out. Does the rain make you sleepy too? It's kinda peaceful. Makes the dorm feel cozy. Like we're in a little bubble, away from everything else. You could rest your head a little if you want. I don't mind. I'll keep reading out loud. You can just listen and let your mind catch what it can. Quirks are biological phenomena, often governed by genetic inheritance patterns, but environmental triggers, stress, and even emotional instability have been documented as factors influencing manifestation. Huh. That last part makes me think of Todoroki. Never mind. Back to reading. Research shows that approximately 80% of quirk users demonstrate inherited traits, while 20% develop singular quirks through spontaneous mutations, also known as flash mutations. That's us, huh? All different. All kinds of unpredictable. Okay, let's mark this page with a sticky note. We'll take a short break soon. Maybe some tea? Unless you want to keep going? I'll stay as long as you need. I don't mind, really. Carol, you stopped looking at the page. Is your brain wandering off again? It's okay. That happens sometimes. Especially when you're tired, or even thinking about too much at once. Here. Let's just sit for a second. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. Just listen. You're not in trouble, or falling behind, or anything like that. You're just tired. And that's human. Well, I guess frog human in my case. Hey, you've been doing really well. You deserve to hear that. Even if your brain's all foggy right now, even if the notes look like static, you're still here, showing up for yourself. That counts for more than you think. Want to reset? Let's stretch for a second. Arms up. Big stretch. And release. One more. Big inhale. Arms up. And let go. Good. When I get overwhelmed like that, I try focusing on just one sentence. One word even. Not the whole page, not the exam, not the pressure. Just one word. Let's try it. Pick any word on this page. I'll help you break it down. You picked mutation? Okay, good one. Think of a mutation like a twist in a DNA spiral. Most people think that means something bad, but in evolution, mutations are what help species survive. They're different, yeah, but sometimes different is exactly what we need. Kind of like us, huh? Let's jot down 3 key things to remember. I'll write it, and you can read it back to me. Deal? 1. Most quirks follow genetic inheritance patterns. 2. Mutations occur randomly, often without family history. 3. Emotional or environmental stress can trigger early or unique quirk expressions. Go ahead. Read them back. I'll wait. Perfect. Want to try writing them out next? I'll even swap notebooks with you. Mine's messier. It'll make you feel better about yours, Garo. Take your time. I'll flip through the practice quiz while you write. Question 5. That one's tricky. Maybe I'll save that one for later. Ah, this one. Yeah, we could try this together. You know, I like this. Just sitting here with you, being quiet, working through things slowly. It's kind of peaceful. I used to think I had to rush to keep up with everyone, but I've learned something important. Slower doesn't mean weaker. You're not falling behind. You're finding your own pace. I'm proud of you for sticking with this. Even when your brain drifts, even when it's hard. Especially then. Alright, how about a tea break before we move on to part 3? Chamomile? Or do you want me to surprise you? Here you go. Chamomile with a little honey. Good for calming nerves. I already made mine. See? We match. Perfect temperature. I'd even burned my tongue this time. You know, studying like this, with someone next to me, it reminds me that we don't have to do everything alone. Back when I first joined UA, I didn't really talk much. Kept to myself, watched the others, listened. It wasn't bad, just quiet. But sometimes, too much quiet feels like sinking. Like you're drifting underwater and no one notices. You being here, Letting me help you, even when your mind wandered, even when it got hard, means more than you probably realize. You let me be part of your bubble tonight. And I'm really glad. Okay, one more thing before we wind down. Just a quick practice question. No pressure, no grades, just us. Let's see. Describe one way a quirk mutation might benefit from a developing hero compared to an inherited quirk. You could say it out loud, or just think it through. I'll wait. That's a good answer. I like the way you think. Alright, Garo. That's enough for tonight. You've done more than enough. You deserve rest. The kind where your brain's still racing, but the kind where your shoulders drop, your breath slows, and you feel safe. Here, I brought this in case you wanted to lie down after. It smells like fresh laundry and a little like me. Hope that's okay. I'll turn off the light soon, but for now, just close your eyes. No exams, no pressure. Just me, the rain, and a warm cup of calm. Good night, Carol. I'll be right here when you wake up.